my diamonds make it hurt.
Hi guys, here we are doing paper 2015 October November. It's a winter paper, paper 3. Yes, here paper 3 practical test. In this you have two topics. One is web authoring and other one is Excel spreadsheets. Okay, so we will go for spreadsheets now in the session. Here about the evidence, we have an evidence file, a document that is with the name this N153 evidence.rgf. So in that we have to just add our details and we have to save the document in our folder along with our candidate number. Yes, now let's do that first. Open your folder. Here is the one evidence. Just open it. Evidence. Yes. Here having one page and some tables and all. Fine. So just go to now insert header 3 column. Okay. Just type in your name. Fine. And a fake center number and a fake candidate number. Okay, just double click outside. This is ready. Fine. Now let's move to the question paper. We have to save it as well, right? Okay, let's save it. File, save as. In the same folder we'll save. And evidence, I'll add my name there. My name there with the candidate number and save it as a Word document. Save. Okay, this part is done. Now let's move to the question. Fine. This third one is done. Here, 4. The Tamara Wildlife Conservation Trust requires you to create a spreadsheet to calculate the wage bill for 1 week. So employees' wages for 1 week we have to calculate with all their working hours and their pay rates and all. Yes, all currency values must be given in dollars and with 2 decimal places. Make sure that you use the most efficient methods to do each task. Yes. Make sure that each input fits on a single page and that the contents of all cells are fully visible. Yeah, they are telling this in the beginning itself about it. So did not give any separate question for it. So we have to apply and remember this throughout this session. Using Excel, we're going to open this file, payroll. Okay, let's go to the folder. This one. Click, means select, right click, open with Excel. Here is the one. Some data is here. Okay. Now let's see more. Examine the contents of this file and save it as a spreadsheet. Done. Okay, that will do. File, save as, under paper 3, and here just save as a Excel workbook. That's it. Fine. Now next, use cells A19 to D27 to create a named range rates. Okay, A19. Where is A19? This is A. Just let me open this properly. Here something. Just let me widen the columns so that I can see the whole data clearly. Okay, fine. Hours here, something. Hours worked. Okay. Okay. Now here A19 to till where? let me check that. D27. Okay, A19 to D27. This all. Okay, this one name range to create, we have two ways. One, just directly type in the rates something, right? Rates over here like this. Then press enter. Else you can just right click, open define name, and here you can type under name. Fine. Even this also you can do just like this. Okay, now it doesn't work for me as I already mentioned it in the name box. Yes, like this. And they'll tell us to take a screenshot of it. See the question there. Show the evidence how you created this name range, and we have to place it in evidence. Now let's just keep aside your dialog if there, else directly this is enough. Now take a print screen and just crop how much we need there, and with arrow mark we can show where's our named range. Fine. Then copy. Let's go to the evidence. This is one here. Let's paste it. Perfect. Fine. Save and get back to the question. Okay, this whole thing is done for me. Merge cells A1 to H1 so they become a single cell. And then we have to enter the text. This one I'll just copy right now. It's very easy for us, electronic question paper, but you will have the hard copy in your hand. You will type in the capital letters, small letters, the spacing, the hyphens and all perfectly and without spelling errors. Be careful with that. Okay, this is done. I'll cancel this. Now I'll go to the top. A1 to H1. Am I right? A1 to H1. Right. Merge and center. Now paste. Just click inside and paste. Next, for this text, so promote this text so that it will be bold, 18, center, sans serif. 4 features we have to add to this. 4 features. Just select the text. Okay, or just you can select the text as well like this. Now 18. Okay, 1. Next, we have to go for sans serif, Microsoft sans serif. Okay, then bold, fine, and center align. Since it's margin centered, so we don't need any center alignment. Okay, done. Format the cell so that it contains white text on a black background. White text. So this text should be white in color. This is for the text and this is for the background. Always remember under font. Okay, so text should be white in color and the background should be black in color. Wonderful. Now these two are my favorite colors, you know. Okay, let's go further. In cell D4, enter a function to look up the pay rate from the rates table, the one range, using the pay code as a lookup value and the name range rates as the array. So here in D4 cell, we have to get the pay rate of each and every employee. And what is the base for it? The lookup value is pay code. And from which table we are getting means which range we are getting? Rates, the one we named it. Now let's go. D4 pay rate. You see here, these are the employees. These guys are employees. See, employs these people. Okay, and their pay code is this: B2, F1, F3, as per their maybe job type. Okay, now here you come down. Here these are the pay codes and their pay rates over here, and the specification of the job as well. Yes, these 3 details based on the pay code. So we want the pay rate. Yes, since we are calculating their payments and all. So here they told us, means here in the question they asked us to calculate here every employee's pay rate as per or based on pay code. Fine. So for that we are looking up for the pay rate equal to we look up open bracket. Now already in the question they said that pay code is the lookup value. Now let's take that first employee's pay code, comma. Now table array is here, table array. Fine. If you just select this 3 columns, you see what is going to happen here. See, I didn't get that. Okay, the whole thing. No, they told us to take the rates. Okay, let me take rates only. Let me take rates only. I mean the range. Okay, you see there, I will select the whole thing because I select only 3 columns. Here rates. Okay. Now, comma, column index number in this range, our pay rate is 3rd column. So let's take 3 and for the exact match, enter. So B2 pay code got 9 pay rate, F3 7.5, something like that. Okay, this is done. Okay, next. Formulae will be entered in steps 11 and 12. These will not produce results until test data is entered into cell F4. Okay, because here what we are doing is we are calculating the pay rate, the pay based on the pay rate and the hours worked. But here in the table we don't have hours worked. Fine. So pay we have to calculate here based on pay rate into hours worked. But hours worked is not yet mentioned, so we'll get here 0. Yes, whatever you write the formula for. But they told us to test it further. Okay, now let me take what we have to calculate. The P equal to pay rate into shift 8 and hours worked. Enter. So here you see, if I enter suppose 35 out of 35 hours, this guy worked for 20 hours. See there, 180 is the payment. Okay, just I'm testing it. Fine. So otherwise it will be 0. But furthermore, what's told over here, select appropriate data that you can enter into cell F4 to test this formula. Just now we tested it. Enter this data in the data chosen column of the test table in your evidence document. Where is that? In cell reference F4, data chosen, what we chose? 20. T4, expected output. Expected output is 180. But the actual output, how much we got? We got here hours worked when we entered over here. How much? Suppose 20 hours we worked, we are getting 180, right? So that's what we are gonna write here. It is actual also, it is 180. Expected is 180, actual is 180 since our formula is correct. Okay, this is what we entered here. Next, let's go to the question. Here, this all done. This is nothing but it's like we have the testing of data. The extreme data, the valid data, yeah, out of the limits, within the limits. So those all here they are just asking us to do. Yes, so that's done fully. In cell H4, enter formula to display the word yes if the hours worked are greater than the contract hours. display the word no if the hours worked are same as the contract hours, or display the word incomplete if the hours worked are less than the contract hours. So for this reason we have to use if condition. Okay, if formula we are going to apply here. So select 3 items of appropriate data that you can enter into cell F4 to test this formula. Okay, we have another one in the evidence that we are gonna fill up once we do this one. Okay, now let's go for if. This will be nested if, since we have 3 conditions to test. Okay, 3 outputs, any one out of these 3, any one will be displayed at a time. Okay, so but we have to test 3. So we have to put if another if inside another if inside another if, just like that. So it is nothing but called nested if. Okay, that we are going to write about here in the formula H4. Now let's go to H4. Here is the one. Yes, no, or incomplete. Okay, what are the conditions? Yes, no, or incomplete. It's compared with contract hours. It's compared with contract hours. Fine. So if the work means the hours worked is less than if the hours, where's that? Yeah, if the hours worked are greater than the contract hours, it should be yes. Okay, that will go as a overtime. And if the hours worked is less than no, it's hours worked is equal to the contract hours, no overtime. If the hours worked is less than the contract hours, it should be incomplete job. So, fine. Now let's write that formula in this overtime. Okay, equal to. So we'll start with if. We are comparing only 2 values. One is contract hours, other one is hours worked. Fine. So this will remove. Sorry. Okay, later I'll remove. Here, if the contract hours are, this is the contract hours, right? Or we can go for you can take this one. If the hours worked is less than the contract hours. If the hours worked is less than the contract hours, if otherwise we'll go as it is said over here. As it is said over here, first word is that hours worked is greater than the contract hours. Okay, let me take that. Greater than the contract hours. Okay, then it should be yes. Fine. In other case, if hours worked is equal to contract hours, we have to type in no. Means no overtime. Else in the sense which condition it goes to? Hours worked is less than the contract hours. So here we don't need to mention, just we'll type in incomplete 2. Yes, here you say if hours worked is more than, means they did overtime, so that it's yes. So what could be other case? It could be either less or equal, right? So here see, if it's equal, there is no overtime, and then other thing is else it's incomplete. Fine, hope you understood this one. Since hours worked here is less than the contract hours, it's giving me no incomplete, but this value is up to us, right? Okay, next. Select 3 items of appropriate data that you can enter in cell F4 to test this formula. Let's do that. Okay, first I'll take a more. Fine. Suppose he worked for 40 hours. Yes. And suppose this guy worked equal 35. Oh, we did not replicate this. Okay, let me replicate this. Then I will show you. See there. If worked hours is less than equal to a contract hours, so it's no. And in the other case, it's less. Suppose 12, I guess he worked for 10 hours. It's incomplete, right? It's incomplete. And since there is no value at all, that also incomplete. Even if I reduce over here, suppose 20, what will happen? It will become incomplete. Hope you got understood it clearly. Now let's go to the evidence. What we have to do, just let's see. F4, suppose data chosen, more. Let's take more, okay? 40 hours. Expected is yes. Actual is also yes. If F4 I choose, if F4 this one I choose to be equal, okay, 35 here itself I'll type. See, it's no. Okay, I'll remove this. Fine. I'll just delete all these things. We don't need, I guess. Okay, it's no. And if I'll just reduce the work hours, it's incomplete. Okay, now let's do the same thing over here. Equal I go for 35. It's no. It's no. And I'll take less. Suppose 20 I'll take. It is what? Incomplete. 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 Okay. Save the work. Now let's get back. Hope you got this clearly. Question number 12. Yeah, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, already I did it for a few. Let me just do here. And here, this one. And this one as well. Okay, this will remove. Save the work. Apply appropriate formatting to all cells. Pay. So it should be in dollars, right? They told us to use dollars. Okay, just select all this. Just take dollars. But there is no value at all. Okay. Then in cell G16, enter a function to calculate the total wage bill for this week. Total wage bill. Total means here means addition, right? Addition of all the pay. So addition means what? Summing is what? Just totaling. So sum, open bracket, all this. Okay, close. Here okay, save, enter in the header, save and print spreadsheet with showing the values, and then we will enter this showing the values. Okay, this is done, and let's go for the header. where I have to enter in the center of header. Center of the header, my name, center number, candidate number. Okay, save and come to normal view. Now, so just we have to print is saying just how do we print this? Without values it is. Okay, so it will be, it's going to the next page. Let's see, just we can adjust it using this all. Fine. You can adjust like this. Yeah, like this we can print that. Okay, back. Next, these two are done. Enter the following data in the hours worked column. 35, 35, 10. Where is it? Here. 35, 35, 10. Okay, just move the column a little bit. Next, 35, 21, 12. 35, 21, 12. 37, 0, 12. 37, 0, 12. 7, 42, 35. 7, 42, 35. Last. Okay. This is what? The data. Yes. It's like this. Now what's next? This also done. Save and print the spreadsheet showing formulae. Make sure the row and column headings are displayed. Print the spreadsheet showing the values. Okay, so can we take in a landscape because it's very lengthy. Okay, let's go to view. They want to see the formulas. They want to see the formulas over here. Print. Just let me take landscape. Still this much only. They did not talk about this, and we have to show the row and column headings here. Sheet, and just select this one. Yeah, here you can see rows and columns like this, and it's going to the second page, I guess. See here to layer. You can adjust columns. Yes, we can adjust columns to fit in like this here. You have a long gap over here. Oof. Very big. Every value. See here, it's the other one. It takes more space to get. Okay, you can adjust like this. Now let's move to the next. Okay, this is done. In row 1, change the text. Okay, just let me get back to the values first. Fine. Formula. Okay, fine. Now what else I have to do? Something they are telling me to do. Okay, let me check that. In row 1, change the text week 14 so that it becomes week 15. Okay, week 15. Copy this in row 1. Here, this one. Okay, delete and type in 5. Next, replace the existing data in the hours worked column with this data. Oof. Okay, 36, 35, 12. This is 36, 35, this is 12. 35, 21, 12. 35, 21, 12, same. 37, 38, 12. 37, 38. This guy, miracle. This is 12. 7, 42, 24. 7, 42, 24. This lazy guy. Okay. Now, even this, we did it. Print the spreadsheet showing the values. Sort the employees' data into ascending order of the employee name. First, we have to print this values. Okay, as it is, we have to print because we changed the values for the second week, 15th week, right? So they want to see the values here. We can just go for the portrait. It's on single page. Yes, you can adjust the values, the width of the columns. Okay, fine. Now what else? Sort the employees data into ascending order of employee name. Ascending means A to Z if it's alphabets, small to big if it's numbers, values. Okay, so what is that? Employee name. See, these are the employees. Yes, and just where is that? Just select those names and come over here under home. Sort A to Z. Yes. Okay. Done? Nothing? Not done? Okay, once again. Okay, we'll select all. Okay, we'll select all. Then we'll go for the sort here. A to Z. No. Custom sort we have to go. Custom sort here based on employee. Fine. Based on this. Okay. Like this. Okay, save the work. Now hide rows 17 to 27. 17 to 27. Here. Select whole thing, right click, hide. Search the data to extract only the employees who have worked overtime and have a pay code starting with F. So we have to go for what is that? Filters. Fine, just widen the columns. Widen the columns, and now let me just add filters. Okay, here, filter. Sorry, select that whole data first. Home, filter. Where is that? Not sorting. Filters. Now, what based on what it is? employees who have worked overtime. Okay, overtime means which is yes, right? So we can select yes all, right? So unselect all, keep only yes. Overtime is yes for them. Next criteria. Pay code starting with F. Where is the pay code? See, pay code starting with F. So in the sense it is a text filter. Fine, here text filters begins with F. Fine. Look at this. Only F's. Next, show evidence of your methods in your evidence document. How we did it, just they wanna see here what we did. Yeah, this one. Okay, here we can keep and take a screenshot, print screen, and here is the one. Copy. Now what is the evidence? 27. Yeah, this is one, and we have another one as well. Here overtime's one, right? We can show as it is. Here it is as well. Copy. Now we'll paste here as well after this. Okay, 2. Now next, print the spreadsheet showing the values. Okay, again you will create a new web page. Okay, this leave it. Okay, this is the last part. 28 question is the last one. Okay, we're going to print this file, print. Yes, it's going to the next page. You can just adjust the columns, right? Like this. More is that. Is a little bit more adjustment. Yeah, fine. This is what you're gonna print. Okay, done. Bye. Thank you. Thanks a lot.